Hi, class. I wanted to make a quick video for you to show you a site. If you are choosing a sixth grade class for your formative assessment probe and then teaching your lesson, in the uncovering student thinking, they are only K through 5. Now, you will want to look before you do decide to go to this site. I do highly recommend to look through the fifth grade probes or some of them that could be adjusted for sixth grade, just because it's nice because it's already laid out and you can already make copies and things like that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. I know the last time I taught this course, I think we had 3 or 4 people that did sixth grade, and they all used one of the probes in there because it was able to be adaptable to the needs of the students. So make sure to do that. So the first thing you want to do is decide of a concept, and talk to the teacher and come up with what she wants you to focus on. And if she, or he or she doesn't have a certain one, you can decide. So this is a site. This is actually from Georgia. It's really, really nice. There's also the lessons are in with where I'm going to have you go. They have things you can do before the lesson, which will be the formative assessment probe. And then they actually have a lesson you can do after it, which you'll be able to create a lesson. So you can actually use some ideas from here. If you are using this site, just make sure to reference it when you do your lesson plan, but that's down the road. But it's a really nice site. So what you do is you click on this little plus sign in the grade 6. Now there's 7 units. I will say all the units, they're like 130 some plus pages are each unit. I don't even know how many lessons are in a unit, over a dozen. So you kind of have to just look through each one and see what concept or area you want to focus on. Now, to narrow it down to what unit you want to look in, I suggest going to the curriculum map, and this will kind of map you out what areas each unit focus on. So if you just scroll down here, you'll see that Unit 1 is number system fluency, and then there's rate, ratio, proportional reasoning is Unit 2, expressions. So that'll give you an idea what unit to look in. Area and volumes, Unit 5, that could be one you might want to focus on. So just look at that first before you dive into the units, because if you just go into a unit and you're not sure, it can get overwhelming. I was looking for about a half hour this morning, and then I found the curriculum map. So, okay. Oh, I gotta go back, click that on. So I'm going to go into Unit 1 and just kind of show you what it looks like, and then explain how you're going to mesh that into the quest report, because you still have to follow the quest report. And that is, I'll have a PDF for you to follow, a format to follow, but also in chapter 1 of our textbook of the Uncovering Student Thinking, it explains each one. And really, for this part, the Q would be the questions, and I'll show you where you can find those. And then the U would be the understanding part. So your objective or even your standards. So that would go into the understanding section. And then the examining student work would be what, you would explain what the student does during the probe. And then the ST you can follow in the book. That one's easy. Those 2 are easier. All right. Okay, I am going to scroll down. I'll first show you. This kind of gives you an overview of everything. Table contents. Here's all like the tasks. So those are the actual lessons. So what you're going to want to do is you can kind of just look over. This is really nice. It actually lays out, the units are really laid out nicely with all of the vocabulary, what they're learning. Okay, so here's all the tasks. So it'll kind of show you, I scrolled up too quickly. It'll show you the content address. This is nice. So factors and multiples, least common multiples, all that. So if you want to kind of narrow it down. Now, some of the lessons do not have a before during the lesson. So I would recommend focusing on one that has something before the lesson, because that's where that's your formative assessment probe. So I'm going to scroll down to the one that I was looking at earlier, maybe. Oh, there's no page numbers. All right, just a second. I was on it earlier. And oh, where did it go? Okay, I'll keep scrolling. So you kind of want to just scroll down. I mean, it provides everything, which is really nice. Okay, so this would be the start of what understanding algorithms. What you're going to look for, it shows you the standards. That's for Georgia, so you got to make sure that that they're appropriate with the Common Core. Not that one. There was one that has it before. There's a couple of them. Oh, I just saw it. Okay, so this one is estimating the root of fluency. All right. So here is the before the lesson, and you see you have your essential questions here. You can narrow it down to just one. Obviously, it depends on the concept and what you're eventually going to teach. But here's perfect. So before the lesson, so this is what you would take as, oh, sorry, scrolling too fast. So right here, so say you're doing this one. This is just an example. You would take that, copy it, and then paste it on paper for the students to do, the 4 students that you're going to pick. And this was what would be examining the student work. So you would have this thing, you would ask the student's estimate of the difference, and then have them take out their paper pencil and find the answer with showing their work. And that would be your formative assessment probe. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So if you're doing 6th grade, there's other ones too. I mean, it's really, like I said earlier, I was like looking about for 30 minutes on here. So you just kind of have to scroll through all of them. There's some really great stuff in here. And just look at what they did before the lesson. Or there's some that, let me see if this one is it. Like this part, like where they watch the video and then you can record things like ask them some questions. That could be your formative assessment probe. It's something that they do, before the lesson starts to just get an idea of where where it's at. You're assessing where their knowledge is at, so you can plan for the lesson. I hope that helps. Sorry, I kind of babbled a little bit, but let me know. I'll provide the link into this announcement here. So if you're doing 6th grade, let me know, and I'm glad to help you out with this. Thanks so much. Bye.